Hello, Bible readers. It is Friday, October 9th. We're reading Deuteronomy 26 through 28 and then Luke chapter 11. Chapter 26 in Deuteronomy, this is about liturgy and thankfulness. Remember, liturgy being work of the people, and thankfulness is the work they're doing. Care and contact are keys to growing closer to God. I love this idea. The commentary I read was saying how liturgy creates the contact between God and God's people, where care is a mutual shared value. The analogy that the author wrote about was it's kind of like how a nursing mother grows a bond with their child through care and contact. That's kind of what the liturgy is for God and God's people. That is a richer metaphor for me than reading the 26th chapter of Deuteronomy, I'll be honest. But it's in there. It's in there. Chapter 27, this talks about the law as a blessing and a curse. The challenge with the law is that it challenges us to become what we are. Just that idea of be who you are, become what God has made you already to be. And that's really the baptized, that's the challenge for those who are baptized. I say that in pre-baptism sessions that, we get to look at our kids as parents for the rest of their lives and say, you're baptized, act like it. And that's really what the law is calling upon Israel to do. You are God's people. That means you'll worship God. That means you'll, and then all the Ten Commandments. Chapter 28 speaks to the question of why be obedient? What are the benefits? Every person I know, especially in our American culture that has so many options, we are a choice-based culture, especially those of us privileged enough to have a lot of options. We get to choose what career we'll have. We get to choose who we want to marry. There's a lot of choices that we get to live with. One of the choices pretty much all of us make is why be obedient? Shall I be obedient? Or shall I be one who kind of, works on the edges? Of course, chapter 28 says, well, there's blessings, happiness, and prosperity for those who are obedient, versus there's cursedness and suffering and misfortune for those who are not obedient. God is a God of justice. Of course, we all have experiences where people who are very obedient end up having awful things happen to them. And same thing with people who are very disobedient. Many of them find themselves to be very wealthy, plenty healthy, and very happy. So that's the struggle with why be obedient. The Christian answer is that obedience brings us closer to God, and that's where true joy comes from, not just happiness and good fortune. Anyway, Luke, we're in chapter 11 here, prayer. What Jesus teaches in prayer reflects his own prophetic mission and his relationship with God. And so what that means is the way Jesus teaches prayer shows he's a prophet. Again, this is Luke's priority, is to show Jesus as prophet with a prophetic mission, and that he calls upon God as Father. That really shows that relationship with God. And then the other one is, it's called the two kingdoms. It's not enough to have the power of evil simply rooted out of your life. One must also swear allegiance to the new power. So if I am possessed by a demon, it's not enough that I have that demon cast out. It's also that I need to swear allegiance to Jesus. And so we're choosing between two kingdoms all the time. I'm choosing between this kingdom that'll take me toward death and despair, or this kingdom that brings me life and love. And so this is a story meant to really highlight that choice between two kingdoms. Remember, Luke is all about choice, much like Deuteronomy 28. I am one with my God. My God is with us, all of us, at all times and in all places.